You believe that ancient British history has been distorted over the last sort of 100 to 200 years, and that, that basically the Roman occupation was far less than is stated in normal history books. Now, we need to go back, I think, to 700 BC with the 10 tribes of Israel. Can you tell us about those, Alan? And
the second migration into Britain is that one you're referring to. What has happened is that we had an ancient alphabet in Britain. Julius Caesar describes it, numerous others. I mean, David ap Gwilym died 1367, describes it. It's on ancient stones of 600, 500 BC, AD in Scotland, in England, and in Wales. It's described by a number of writers in Wales in the 1425, 1450, 1470 period. Rhys Goch of Oswestry wrote a whole poem about it in 1582.
this is the,
And so
pronounced
the alphabet,
Culbra.
the Ottoman alphabet, yeah. So the dispute has been that in recent times, and I mean recent times, 1930s onwards, the Culbran alphabet was declared to be a forgery of 1800. Well, Julius Caesar would have had a job to describe it, and all these others would have had a job to describe it, and it wouldn't be on ancient stones.
Okay.
It's on one stone in Wales which says Godufan the Exile, and Godufan was a king who was deposed around the year AD 200, and so on. So the authenticity of this alphabet is literally beyond dispute.
Okay. So you've compared this alphabet with another alphabet from, basically from the East. From
Well, no, what's happened is in 1797, a writer, in 1848, another book was published, 1852, another book was published, 1848, John Williams from Oxford, and in 1906, D. Delta Evans, and they all said, isn't it strange, the ancient British alphabet is virtually identical with ancient Etruscan, Italy, right? And Pelasgian, which means the Aegean and Asia Minor.
Okay.
So that matches the migration route of the ancient British people. So like the Brits have gone to Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, they've taken their religion, their customs, their language and alphabet and everything with them. So other people migrating would do the same. Now, Llewellyn Shawn, around 1530 to 1560, preserved the cipher of the alphabet. So we know which symbol is A, which is B, which is C, and so on. We thought, well, it's been said that every alphabet known to mankind has been tried to translate Etruscan. Well, that's not true, because they didn't try British alphabet, and they didn't try the Welsh language.
Okay.
So we did that. We tried it out.
Okay. And one of the artifacts is the Brutus stone from Lemnos, which contains some of this ancient alphabet, which you have compared with the ancient British alphabet and found, you know, basically that it's based on the same thing. And in 504 BC, the migration of some of the tribes of Israel came to Britain.
Yeah, what has happened is that the Assyrians knew the 10 tribes of Israel as the Cymry, Khumry. They had been deported from Israel up north into the Armenian area around there. When Sennacherib was murdered, 687 BC, they took that opportunity with a civil war raging in Assyria, and they moved through Turkey, coming west. And the Greeks picked up, and they called the Cymry the Kimmeroi, they would, and the Cimmerians. They got to the Dardanelles about 650 BC. Well, there are inscriptions in this same alphabet right the way through Turkey.
Okay.
Equally, Austin Layard discovered the archives of the Assyrian emperors, sent 25,000 clay tablets to London, and some of the people at the British Museum said, oh gosh, look, here's the ancient British alphabet on some of the baked clay tablets from the records of the Assyrians. So it occurred to us that the Cymry, the Kimmeroi, are the same people. Because again, it's on the migration trail.
And this sort of, you believe that there were no Celts in Britain up until about 1714 then, is that?
When they were invented.
When the Celts were invented.
That's right.
Okay.
If the British people are Celtic, then all the histories are wrong.
Okay.
And can be rejected.
Right.
The same applies to Ireland. And the idea of them being, see, if you dispossess people of their history, and you eliminate the history, which has been done, then you have to give them a new identity.
Yes.
So why not Celts?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you believe that there were basically British kings right the way through the Roman era?
Oh, you can prove that. You can prove that, yeah.
Okay.
The kings started with Brutus around 500 BC, and there are 80 successive Welsh kings, based mainly in South Wales.
Right. And Arthur I and II were two of those kings?
They were two of those kings, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Alan, well, we're going to go for a short break now. It's all fascinating stuff. So join us soon after this short break.